Join us on our week-long cruise to the Norwegian Fjords on board P&O's Iona. In this, our final episode, it's our sea day back to Southampton. We'll give you a tour of the ship and take you through the disembarkation process.
Okay, so we came into the thermal spa today, and just as we're getting out, before anyone else gets back in, we'll take a bit of a stinky footage. Salt room, steam room, which is really hot. You've got these showers, each with a different programmable function. And climb in. Sauna. There we go. Changing rooms. And opposite is a relaxation area. And now, next I get changed, type an ice cream. Okay, so we came out of the spa, a great couple of hours in there, and we're going to get an ice cream from Ripples. Queue's just a bit too long at the minute. So we're going down to a quiz down at Brodie's, assuming we can get in. But I thought I'd just show you the sea. Bear in mind we are in the middle of the North Sea at the minute, and there's lakes that are more choppier than this. It's as calm as it could possibly get. Let me show you that. It is so calm. It's not cold at all. This is one of those walkways on deck 8. So as you look down here, you can see down into the atrium and down into the sea. But look at that sea there. Incredibly calm. So we're going to take a walk down to deck 7, down through the atrium to Brodie's restaurant. We haven't tried Brodie's yet. Brodie's is the British pub style, so I'll show you a little bit of footage when we get down there. So we're in Brodie's. $6, isn't it? So we've hopped into Ripples on deck 8. And after quite a wait, and every time we've been here the queue's quite long and it's not the fastest moving. A lot of the time the server's on his own, but he just takes time to prepare. So we have got a Oreo sundae on the left, and this one is a Pocken sundae, which is salted caramel, almond burrito gelato, vanilla gelato, chocolate cake pieces, caramel sauce, and almond brittle. There we go. Okay, so I thought I would just show you our room, which one of our interior cabins. This is cabin 10415. Quick look up the corridor. Right, we are just about packed. Our luggage is outside, ready for disembarkation. So the room is an interior cabin. It's not too small at all. We found it absolutely fine. Keep the bridge view camera on. As you can see there, excuse my cough, the sea is as calm as it gets. Excuse me. So, under each of these lights there is a USB socket. It's not USB-C. So be aware of that. If you've got one of the newer phones or Samsung, you'll need your converter. Light switches. And on the opposite side you've got a UK plug. Under here you have a fridge there. You're allowed to bring a litre of alcohol on each. As it is, we brought it and we never used it. But that's fine. And more cupboard space here. Again, 2 UK plugs. There, it comes with the kettle, tea, coffee. Little tip here. They'll top up your tea and coffee each day. I'd take your biscuits each day, even if you haven't eaten them. Put them in the cupboard and you'll keep getting them topped up. You never know if you want them. Over here we've got plenty of cupboard space and a safe, which we didn't feel the need to use this time. Here you've got your life jackets and a double wardrobe. It can get a little bit dark here. It's just one of the design things of a narrow room. Place to hang up here. Your aircon controls here, and a good sized bathroom. This is actually big enough, plenty of light, and a good glass door on the shower. Again, a decent sized shower that is. But on the whole, that's the interior cabin, and I would have one again. We are already booked on to a cruise for next year, which we've got a balcony, but I would not hesitate having a inside cabin once more. So there we go, some lovely artwork, TV, there you go, and telephone if you all need it, but again, never used.
So following our departure yesterday afternoon, we've made superb progress on our journey south through the North Sea, and as of now we've covered a distance of 417 nautical miles since departure from Kristiansand, and we have some 183 nautical miles to run to the Southampton pilot station. Our present course is 184 degrees and we're making a speed of 15 knots. We will remain on mostly south to southwesterly headings as we start to filter into the shipping lanes of the English Channel. I'm expecting to be passing off the White Cliffs of Dover at around 11 p.m. tonight, and then we will continue on and make our approaches to the Nab Tower pilot station to the east of the Isle of Wight, where we are due to collect our harbour pilot at the rather unsociable hour of 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. And once our pilot is safely on board, we'll then make our way back up through the Solent and Southampton water and onto our berth at the Ocean Cruise Terminal for 7 a.m. That aside, the nearest point of land to us at the moment is the UK, and we are presently 26 nautical miles southeast of the Suffolk coast and seaside town of Lowestoft. As for the weather, it's very pleasant indeed, almost no wind at all, as the wind farm on our starboard side shows, and smooth seas. Looking ahead to tomorrow in Southampton, the forecasters are predicting a bit of a misty start to the morning, but brightening up with sunny spells throughout the day, a gentle southeasterly breeze, and temperatures reaching a high of 18 degrees Celsius, that's 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a little reminder that due to the time difference between Norway and the UK, we will be putting the ship's clocks back by 1 hour at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, so please do adjust your clocks and watches before retiring to the land of Nod this evening. So finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for choosing to cruise with us on board Iona, and I do sincerely hope you've enjoyed your cruise to Norway and the breathtaking fjords. I'd also like to take this opportunity to offer a heartfelt thank you to the fabulous crew of Iona, who I have had the absolute pleasure of being with since Iona became ours back in October 2020, and the way in which each and every member of the ship's company goes about their daily duties with such professionalism, enthusiasm, and a smile on their faces never fails to fill me with pride. Now, one thing we love as much as delivering unforgettable holiday experiences is hearing your feedback. And over the coming days, many of you will receive an online questionnaire, and it would really mean so much to us all on Iona if you could kindly take a few minutes out of your day to complete it. For those of you who are leaving us tomorrow, I'd like to wish you a very safe trip home, and on behalf of all the wonderful ship's company that is Team Iona, it will always be our pleasure to welcome you back on board, and it will most certainly always be my pleasure to be your captain. So for the final time this cruise, I'd like to thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a very good evening.
Just an example of Captain Happy that we have on this ship. Has really fun announcements and is always in good mood. So we have just come out of the Olive Grove 3 times in there. We've had great meals each time. We've just stepped out onto deck. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening, sailing down the North Sea. We're about level with coming up to the Thames, I suspect, by this point. And it is so peaceful out here. The sea is like a mirror, and just having a quick bit of air. And I'm going to head down to the headliners to watch festival, and we are going to finish the night off in the way we've spent most nights, at the 710 Club. If you get a chance to get a 710 Club, I can't recommend it high enough, but we're going to head into there. We'll take a few shots along the way, as normal, and we've already put our suitcases out, they've been collected. They were collected quite quickly, and I'll explain a little bit more about the disembarkation as it happens.
And the question is, apart from football, what is the best ball game? So apart from football, what is the best ball game? And your time
Quick
starts
look at the
now.
clubhouse.
So you can't put football. Now if you see your answer on the table, try and pop it on that pile for me.
You've got a minute.
Literally quick pop into the clubhouse. Very quick.
So apart from football, what is the best ball game?
This is really good for families.
Oh, we have some
bars there.
doodles already. There we go. Love it.
Clubhouse is just located just up from the quays. Okay, so we're just heading into the Headliners Theatre to see festival. This is we're going in through the bottom of deck 6. Well, we are nearly at the end of the cruise. We have just come out of the Headliners Theatre, saw festival, and it really is the finale of the week. Far better than digital production. It was a great show, very well put together. I've come up, just taking half an hour break before we go into 7:10 Club. I've come right up onto deck 19, it's a small little area. I've shown this in one of the other videos where we are above the Skydome, and you can see down there they are making preparations for another show, but I just wanted to get some photos of the sunset, and it's been spectacular. It's just finished. Here it was. I'm going to put some still photos on these videos, the things I've taken. What a perfect evening. Position wise, it's 9:30. Position wise, we are kind of near Calais and Dover. It's about 9:30 at night, and like I say, gorgeous weather. It's not really cold, not cold at all. Plenty of ships out at sea. So get into more of a busy shipping area. But we have had such a calm crossing. But let's just have a look at that. Right. Now hopefully we're down to the 7:10 Club one last time. And then off to bed, ready for tomorrow's disembarkation. And if I just pan the camera around, obviously we're looking through glass, but hopefully I don't drop it. You will see trying to work out the position we're going. That's behind us. That's France. It's got France. I think that's the after the ship. That's the Calais. Okay. Off to the 7:10 Club. Very quick update. having just come down to deck 18 and seen the sign. That's not Calais, that's England. So we're just coming round the bottom edge of Kent. I'll just be able to see burning red sun there. I have come up to deck 19, where the first of these recordings were. It's coming up to about 10:30 on Friday night, and we are between Dover and Calais at the minute. Originally we were going to go to 7:10 Club, to be honest, we were both too shattered to carry on, and we've got a bit of a drive tomorrow back to Gloucestershire. But it's one of those lovely sunsets tonight. I took a few photos earlier, but it's a rare position now where you can stand and clearly see England and France. I'll pan the camera around and show you around, and hopefully the camera picks it up. But after that, back down to the room. Thankfully the clocks will change and we get an extra hour's sleep tonight, which is much needed because it's still an early start. We have to be out of rooms by 8 o'clock. We are going to go down to one of the main dining rooms for breakfast, which has been all week, and then we're going off to the clubhouse for disembarkation. We've got a slightly later one, I think at about 10 to 10. So that gives us a little bit longer, less of a rush around breakfast. Breakfast has taken about 45 minutes every day. I can't help but think it might be a little longer. It's hard to say, because if you've got express disembarkation, you can leave if you're taking your own luggage at 7:30 in the morning. So I suspect we're due to dock around 6 in the morning. They did say originally at 11 o'clock, so we'll be passing the White Cliffs of Dover. I think we're quite close to that now, so I'll just spin the camera around and see if I can pick up the fact you can see France and England. Right, trying to remember. So that side, if it picks up, is England. Let me zoom in. You should see lights around the Kent coastline. Turning back around, seeing the Skydome lit up there, you can see Calais. So deck 19 is a very small deck. There's very little going on up here. Just drop down. Lots of shipping. As you'd imagine, it's a very busy area of sea. I'm just dropping down to deck 18. What's really frame reference is the fact that this sign tells me it's aft, and if we're travelling in that direction, that tells me that is France. So I am just going to very quickly, if this camera picks it up, quick lap of this and back inside, because as you can imagine the temperature is starting to drop and I've only got a thin shirt on and I'm tired. So what you can see there is sports deck. People are still up there. Again, English Channel incredibly calm. We've had such a smooth sailing, but this is just going to go around the back of the ship, and I'm going to walk at some speed. Hopefully it's not as dull that way. So, what we got here? So, infinity pool. We never really did. I wouldn't say really. We never did get it. We ran out of time. But all lit up. It's kind of a shame you can't go in at night time, because imagine that lit up. That would be a great time to see it. Outdoor showers. And there we go. English coastline. Assuming edge of Kent. Now, me not knowing geography of Kent coastline too much, I'm assuming the lit up area over there would be Dover. Of course, the other thing you can see now, kind of pointless, and no one's in it this time though. They've got the water going for the splash area. Good timing. So we're just going to do the loop in here, and then it's time for bed. Early start. Mentioned before, disembarkation. So breakfast, we're aiming at about 7:45. You got out the rooms by 8 o'clock. So we're aiming for that time. And this looks like a good spot back where we started. And let's just drop down one more deck. Give you one last bit of tour. I'm clearly near the vents, a lot warmer here. And a bit more sheltered around here. If you can see the bit of a seating area. We're going to go in for the Skydome. The other one, the hot tubs are all closed at this time of night. But we're going to go into the Skydome and we'll Okay, we're on deck 16 and the ship is starting to get quiet upstairs. Big queues to get off the ship, but again, we've still got time. So, take us through Skydome, which should be largely empty now. And if I got my bearings right, here you go. So Horizon breakfast is just about finished, so hopefully I'll catch it. Just so I can show what it's like. It may well be packing away now. So we're literally leaving. They're ahead of schedule, so we don't need to attend the venue we're going to. We can now get off. So we'll give you one last pan round of the ship and show you getting off. So this was the 710 Club, which we spent many evenings in. They're resetting their flowers fast as anything. Main action. And here we are, joining the queue. So we've just come off the ship and we're coming back to CPS to get our keys, and this is where you come straight through, stick your luggage over here and join the queue with your piece of paper.
I can't. That's why I gave it to you.
And this is where you hear arguments start.
Yeah.
It's where we all play the game, hunt the car. It's where I hope my air tag's working. Can we get our keys from there? And go collect it. Okay, so we are back at the car. Got all of our luggage, really smooth, no problem at all. And that's the end of our Norwegian cruise on the Iona. So once I've pushed this video, this will be the last video, and then I'm going to try and do another wrap-up video discussing the whole week. But there you go, there's a final look at her. Thank you.
There's one more video to come where we take a look at the entire week, but it would mean the world if you would subscribe to our channel and like this video for more. Thank you.